Good evening. I'm John Sewell. I am your district attorney. I've been your district attorney for 20 years now. In addition, I served as your deputy district attorney for 8 years prior to becoming your district attorney. So for the past 28 years, I've devoted my career to the safety of this community, prosecuting criminals, protecting the rights of all people that live in this county, victims, witnesses, and actually criminals as well. Part of the job of the district attorney, and people don't really think about this that much, is that it's also the district attorney's job to see that the constitutional rights of those that are accused of crime are protected in our system. Throughout this career, I've prosecuted literally thousands, and I mean thousands, of adult, criminal, and juvenile cases. In order to do that, throughout the years, I've educated myself, taking advantage of training that's offered by the National District Attorneys Association, the Department of Justice, the Oregon District Attorneys Association. I've had specialized training and education in just all manner of cases that a district attorney is required to know about. I've had specialized training in the investigation and prosecution of homicide cases, narcotics cases, managing death investigations, sexual assault cases, arson cases, vehicular homicide and assault cases, child abuse cases, elder abuse cases, identity theft cases. This is important for two reasons. One is that the district attorney's job is not really one that's well suited to on-the-job training. It takes a certain level of knowledge and expertise to not just be able to go in and try a case myself, but to manage a case, to supervise other deputy district attorneys that have that responsibility, and to be able to advise and direct the police officers that serve this community and investigate the crimes. It's important, I feel, for another reason. I would like to think that it shows my level of dedication. You can go out and take a continuing legal education class on anything you want. You name it, and there's a class on it. Estate planning, water law, copyright law on the internet, and many of them are fascinating. But what I've always focused on is training that has to do with making myself a better educated, a better prosecutor, for the citizens of this community. As I mentioned, one of the things that's really important in my job is the ability, the necessity of being able to advise and assist the police officers that serve in this community. When the police officer's in the middle of an investigation, they need competent legal advice. They need quality legal advice, and they typically need it immediately. It's the kind of situation that really demands that the person that they're talking to has a level of expertise, a level of education, a level of experience that lends itself to being able to do that. And that's whether it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning. They want that advice, they need that advice, and as their district attorney, I'm able to give them that advice. I'm endorsed by the Hood River County Law Enforcement Association. I've also been endorsed by our current sheriff, Joe Wampler. I enjoy widespread support among all of our public safety partners, not just the police. People that work in corrections, the juvenile system, the courts, as individuals are all supporting me in my bid for re-election. Because I'm effective at what I do, I'm responsive to their needs, and I have the ability to deliver when they need assistance. Over the years, in cooperation with other concerned agencies, I've worked to establish a number of effective, responsible programs that make a difference in our communities. The Child Abuse Multidisciplinary Team, our Domestic Violence Diversion Program, which has been expanded and improved repeatedly over the years, our Teen Court Program, our Domestic Violence Response Team, our Drug Court Program, our Sexual Assault Response Team, and the Columbia Gorge Children's Advocacy Center. These are programs that didn't exist before I was a district attorney. They all exist now. They all function on a daily basis to promote the safety of this community, and without every single one of these programs without using taxpayer dollars. And one of the things I want to point out about that is I sort of did these in chronological order. Our child abuse multidisciplinary team is just coming up on 20 years old. That's how long we've had it. The most recent program is the Columbia Gorge Children's Advocacy Center. It's a couple years old. It's in its third year right now. And all these other programs happened over the years in between. And the reason I mentioned that is because I want you to know that this isn't a job where you just sit still, where you just sit in your office, you go try a case once in a while and call it good. This is a job that requires continuous attention to the needs of this community, to the needs of our public safety system, and a willingness to get involved with other agencies to come up with solutions to problems, to challenges, to needs in our community that with our help can be made better. The commitment I have to public safety doesn't just stop at the courthouse door. It doesn't just stop at my office door. I participate in a number of committees in our county that are designed to promote public safety, to promote the well-being of our community. I serve as the chairman of our multidisciplinary team. I served for a couple of years on the Norcor Jail Advisory Committee because that's how long we met before a brick ever got laid. I mean, the planning and the development of that program took that much planning involving five counties from the Mid-Columbia region. I sat on that committee. I went from meetings from everywhere from Boardman to Cascade Locks to talk about that program. I serve on the Teen Court Advisory Board, the Public Safety Coordinating Council, the Courthouse Security Committee, our Drug Court Panel, our Child Fatality Review Committee. On a statewide basis, I'm the past president of the Oregon District Attorneys Association. I served as the chairman of the state's Law Enforcement Data System Oversight Committee. And the Law Enforcement Data System is the statewide computer system that tracks everybody's criminal histories, driving records, outstanding warrants. Basically, everything that you probably didn't wish the government knew about all of its citizens. And there's an oversight committee to make sure that system is properly used. I served on the Attorney General's Sexual Assault Response Task Force and the Advisory Board, and I still serve on this board. I have for years, for the State Medical Examiner's Program. This is a job, this is a career. This is a commitment to a community that if you do it right, it never stops. You never stop learning. You never stop working to make yourself better. You never stop caring about the community that you serve. I never have. I never will. And with your commitment, your support, your vote, I'll continue to do that for you.